Well, hello, my friends. Today I have the honor of making a pretty serious life-related announcement that Kelsey and I have been planning for quite some time, but we've needed some time to kind of think it through, and we've needed some time to figure out the right timing, but also the right way to tell everybody what our plans are. So here we freaking go. What's this big thing going on in Jake and Kelsey's life? So at some point in early 2025, keep in mind that's like well over a year from now, Kelsey and I are planning on moving to Europe for at least a year. We're going to take our dogs with us. Someone's going to stay at this house here with our cat and our bunny and whatnot. And we're planning on living life a little bit more than we've lived it so far. And what I mean by that is we have this just thirst, this hunger for exploration, for travel. And although we have had little bits and pieces of that throughout my 9 years almost of streaming on Twitch, by then it will have been over 10, we haven't gotten to experience it to the full extent that we have desired. And this is a decision that we have made to do before we probably possibly have kids. Once we have kids, the ability to go and move around the world and really travel to the extent that we want to, it definitely gets reduced. So we're thinking maybe kids in 2 or 3 years, not for sure, but maybe. So when are we going to do all this crazy travel, like really living the way that we've craved for so long? Well, it's got to happen before then. And I don't want to do it yet. I'm still really enjoying Destiny and Trials and whatnot. So when makes sense? Well, we've got our eyes set on that 10-year milestone of streaming, that early 2025. Let's get into what this will mean for me. We can have a really long conversation about me and Kelsey and what it's going to look like for us. But like, let's just talk about me, for my stream, for my content. What is this going to mean for streaming and for the Jungle Squad? I want to make it super clear. I am by no means retiring. By no means retiring. I still plan on streaming very much. The thing that's going to change is the flexibility around my schedule. And let me try to explain this a little bit differently. For the last 9-ish years, it will have been 10. Let's just say 10 because it's going to be easier, because that's what it's going to be when we actually move to Europe. For the last 10 years, let's be completely honest here, the focus of my life has been streaming. That has been the thing that I prioritize more than anything else. I'm talking relationships, I'm talking personal stuff, I mean everything. Streaming has been the thing that I have focused on and really just built my life around completely. And I owe that devotion to streaming. I owe that devotion to I owe my success, to that devotion. I'm so happy to be where I am in life. I have so much luck, but also dedication that has brought me this ability to do what I love full time with a community that supports me both financially and emotionally. They're there for me. I consider so many people in this community really, really strong friends of mine that I'll likely have forever. I feel so lucky, and I know that I owe that to both luck and dedication, but I'm ready while we're still young to pivot what is my focus in life. My focus in life, streaming for 10 years. What I want it to become is living a little bit more for what I and what my wife crave, which is currently travel, exploration. Let's go and visit all these amazing countries in Europe. Let's go and just have the greatest year or so of our life. And I don't want to stop streaming during that. But in order to really take advantage of living there for a year plus, that's going to require more flexibility in my streaming schedule. Right now, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, we go live at 7 a.m. Pacific time. We go hard. We stream at least 10 hours those days. We often go 12, 13, 14. Like, we freaking send it. We send it. And I love that I send it. And I'm grateful as hell that the Jungle Squad has given me the opportunity to make as much as I do and have as much fun as I do doing what I love. So grateful. But I don't want to have to do that when I'm in Europe. I don't want to have to 5 days a week absolutely full send it. What I would prefer and what I'm thinking is going to look like for scheduling is that we're going to have a start time every day. I don't know what that time will be yet. It's going to be a little bit of a time change, and I would want to stay on a somewhat similar schedule as here. So like I maybe would have to start around 2 or 3 p.m. there. Imagine we start at a specific time and we stream less hours. Instead of doing 10, 11, 12, we do 5 or 6. And I do that every single day. However, there's going to be a lot more travel days and a lot more, you know, travel weeks even. So the idea being, I'm still going to be a full-time streamer. I'm still going to be dedicated to twitch.tv/GernaderJake and putting out as much content as I can. But instead of it taking the priority, instead traveling and doing crazy fun things out there is going to take priority. So no more, sorry, Kelsey, it's Friday, Saturday, Sunday, I'm not doing that. Instead, oh, we're going to Switzerland for the week, and I let everybody know, hey, I'm missing these 8 days. Then I'll be back for 5 days. And then we're going here for 4 days. Then I'll be back for 7 days, and I'll stream all 7 of those days. Then we'll be here for a week and a half. I'm still going to be streaming. I'm still going to be producing content, but I wouldn't expect 50+ hour weeks anymore, at least during that year. I would be expecting reduced hours and more days off, but still consistency in the hours in which I stream. There's honestly like just so much I can talk about. I don't even know what angles to go with this video. I want to make it clear that this is for a year or so. I'm not saying that reduced hours is the forever thing. Maybe when we come back from Europe after a year or so, I fall right back into the same schedule I've had in the past, that Friday through Tuesday, those super long streams. Maybe I don't. Maybe I've learned that I really enjoy having more time to do things, and we'll just kind of see. I'm not planning that far in advance. I've sort of gotten to where I am in life by just taking the opportunities in front of me and making the most of them. Trying to plan 2.5 years out isn't really viable. I don't know what gaming's gonna look like, what my stream's gonna look like, where my mentality's gonna be. Are we having a kid soon? Like, I have no idea, so I can't make that decision now and tell you what to expect now. For now, what I can tell you is to expect streams that you've been seeing for the last 9 or so years to continue for at least a year. Early 2025 Europe, that's when things are going to really change schedule wise. We'll see what happens when we get back from Europe. I want to take a second to kind of hit on something that I talked about earlier, but maybe I didn't get into the full point. I want to recognize how lucky I know that I am and how privileged what I'm about to do is. Traveling to a foreign country and not really worrying about how many hours you put into work and knowing that you're like financially stable at this age, at 30, is incredibly privileged. And I absolutely understand that. And it's sort of in that line of logic that makes us want to do it. We love to travel and we love to hike and explore, and these things are easier to do when you're young and you're healthy. A lot of people wait until they retire to do things like this, but when you're older, the travel is more exhausting. The hiking, the adventuring is either more difficult on your body or not even doable. Health is not something you can ever guarantee. We're currently young and healthy, and who knows how long that's going to be the case. Life is not predictable. We don't know for sure in 20 years we're going to be able to do any of this. Who knows if we'll even be around in 20 years? It's not fair to be looking that far down the road. So the idea is we're young now, we're healthy now, we have this ability now. It almost feels like it would be silly to not take advantage of it. So that's kind of where it's coming from, is this idea of like, we have this ability now. We don't know if we'll have it forever. And realistically, we'll probably get more value out of this the younger we are when we do it. So why not just do it now? Why put it off? Let's just go for it. I mean, that's really it. I'm not sure if there's anything else for me to say at this moment in time. I'm excited as holy hell for the ability to transition from streaming being my absolute main focus to living life becoming the main focus. And I want to hit this point so hard. It does not mean retiring. It doesn't even come close to that. It means slowing down on the hours a little bit and kind of readjusting to figure out what makes sense in the future whenever we do return from Europe. I'm so grateful to have this opportunity. I love having the community that I've gotten. I'm so excited to share it with you. It's like this, I'm just so excited for whenever this video does go live. I don't know if I need to summarize it any more than that. It will have been an unbelievably dedicated 10 years that I'm so proud of. I can't wait for the next chapter. Streaming won't come to an end for me, not even close. I don't know if it ever will come to an official end. We'll probably be streaming for our whole freaking life as long as Twitch allows us to. Jungle Squad, that's the announcement video. That's the life change video. I hope that you enjoyed, and I look forward to the next year or so as we prepare for this. And then I look forward to the big transition when Kelsey and I completely shake up our life, and in doing so, shake up the stream as well. I love you all. Thank you for watching. If you made it all the way to the end of the video, feel free to drop a comment on the video or come to Twitch and let me know your thoughts. Are you proud of us? Good for you, Jake and Kelsey, for going and living life and doing what you want to do. Are you sad? Are you like, what the hell, Jake? You should stream 50 hours a week forever, and I'm sad that you're going to be doing less hours. What are your thoughts What are your feelings? Let me know. Thank you for watching.